Well, here we are. I was talking to you guys, and we were going through a very nice conversation, but then my camera died, so now I'm stuck to use my laptop. So, welcome 2001 YouTube to the chat room. I thought I was on this huge mission of never picking my skin again, but so a lot of you guys were asking me if I was okay in my last video. Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. Whenever I'm goofy and spontaneous, don't worry. Nothing to worry about over here. When I'm quiet, worry. So, I feel quiet today. So, I wanted to talk to you guys just kind of about some situations that's going on and my thoughts that have been trickling through my mind. Yesterday I had this conversation. It wasn't really a conversation, it was me sharing my thoughts. And sometimes when I share my thoughts, people don't really have a response. I don't know if it's because they don't know what to say, if they don't know how to decode what I said. I don't know what it is. But sometimes when I share my thoughts, I feel like I'm just aiming an arrow in the dark. I don't know who it's gonna hit. I don't know what it's gonna do. I don't know what it's gonna impact. But I was trying to express my thoughts because for some reason I was like literally overtaken by sadness. I don't know what triggered it. Something had to have triggered it, but I was so overwhelmed with the idea. It's not even an idea, but with the understanding that there are thousands upon thousands. I mean, I can't even just put America into retrospect when we live in a world with so many countries. I can't fathom how many people are being eternally punished for something that they did. And I know that this might sound silly because to some people there are unexcusable things that people can do that some people would say they need to be sentenced, they need to be put to death, they need death row, they need to be punished, right? I don't know if it's a bad thing that I feel this way, but no matter what it is, it could be a person, it could be a car, it could be an animal, it could be a plant. If it's broken, I want to fix it, you know? Maybe I should be a mechanic, I don't know. But if something is broken, or if a puzzle can be solved, if something can be solved to make something complete, I want to do that, or I at least want to help, right? I want to encourage that next step of evolution. I want minds to always evolve. I want consciousness to always evolve. I want the energy that is spinning around our bodies to evolve because our bodies are so temporary, right? And I was thinking to myself how badly it hurts me to know that there are so many souls out there, so many bodies of energy who aren't able to evolve because of a mistake that they made. My dad always told me, it's okay if you make a mistake, you just can't do it again. You know, you can't do it again. And I was thinking to myself, why can't there be a community where people can go if they are unable to live a normal quote-unquote life, right? Say, like I said, they are, they might have severe anger problems. They might, for some reason, want to kill something. Those people, they need help, right? But I don't think that people who commit horrible crimes deserve to be killed or deserve to be locked up in a box for the rest of their life. And I know some people might disagree with me, but when I feel that way about humans, I feel that way about animals as well. I think the government is so flawed. I think that the way that they handle crimes is so flawed. I think that it is so easy to take somebody who is a disgrace to society, a menace to society, and lock them in a box as opposed to trying to help them. It's easy and it makes money, right? It makes so much money keeping somebody locked up. We pay for people to be locked up, you know what I mean? Like, we pay to help these jails run. We do the same thing for these poor animals. And I know this might seem like such a stupid topic to be worried about right now, but if you guys understood how helpless animals are right now, it stops me in my tracks. It puts me to a halt. And I don't like being stopped. I always want to be moving forward. I want to get to the destination, right? It's hard to get to the destination when you are always distracted by external resources, external events. Forget the media, right? The media can push all these stories onto us that they can. But when we're out here experiencing the horror stories that the news is supposed to cover, it's a little bit harder, right? It's weird. So if you're in that situation, I promise, I feel you, I understand you, and you're not by yourself. I hope I'm not the only one thinking this way about the way these jails work and the way this system works. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Does anybody else just feel lost? And it's so crazy because, sorry if there's no point to this video and I'm literally just rambling. But I don't know. Times have changed so much. So much. I don't know what's going on out here. Literally, if I were to have done that in a grocery store, I probably would have been kicked out. The World Health Organization would have been called, "She has COVID, she just sneezed." This world is definitely pushing us. It's definitely testing us. And that's what I ask myself too. We're being tested, but is the goal to just be tested and then pretend we were never tested? Or is the goal to be tested but then stop the test? Right? It's like we're in a global experiment and nobody is pressing the stop button. And it's so crazy because it's almost like the more research you do, the more you try to just figure out this world we're living in, the worse it gets. The weirder it gets. And I think that's why they want us distracted by media, by entertainment, by propaganda, by the next advertisement. Because if we're distracted, we will never figure out the puzzle. Never. If all of us are suffering from brain fog, if nobody's thinking right, if everybody's working off of fear, how are we supposed to evolve? Like, humanity has reached its brink. Everybody's just sitting looking at the next guy for what's next. Hey, you know what are we gonna do next? I don't know, we'll just wait for the next government regulation. Like, how? It's like, I don't even like talking about my own problems anymore or what's going on in my life. That's why I haven't given you guys any life updates. It's not because I don't want to. It's just I have found myself in the position where there's so much going on the outside that there's no time to be selfish. There's no time to sit and even be like, hey, how am I doing? How am I feeling? But then when you do get those times to sit down and ask yourself how you feel, it's a joke. And it also breaks my heart to know that there's so many of us out here, you know, that have our own personal puzzles to try to fix. That this outside puzzle is just smacking us in the back, you know? Everybody is suffering from two different parallels. They have their own puzzle, and then they got the whole world that's happening around them. How the hell can you fix both? You know? And you gotta remember, fear, false evidence appearing real. Yeah. Humans work differently off of fear. You know? They maneuver differently, they think differently, they feel differently. I don't know. It's like once you start really taking a bigger look at this world, mascara and lipstick fly out the window. And I think to myself, it's not like what happened, but it's like, where did that Sarah go? It literally goes to show ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Because the second you stop being ignorant in life, and ignorant isn't a bad word. It should never be ever be an insult. Wherever there is ignorance, there is room for improvement. They want us to be stuck on stupid. But it's also scary getting unstuck off of that. And it's just weird. I don't know what to think anymore. And please, that's not a scratch. I was painting yesterday. It's like, I'll show you. I was painting. Just acrylic paint. I'm not abused, I swear. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. And dude, my birthday just passed 10 days ago. And for the very first time, I didn't feel a thing. Like last year, I was like, oh my God, I'm getting old. Now I'm like, I'm just wondering what the heck is going on in this world. And trust me, the more happy books you read, the more funny movies you watch, the more cute animals you see, the more happiness you fill yourself with, the more it distracts you from the real issues that are happening in this world. And the more you're happy and full of all this bubbling energy, you know, that's not necessarily the mentality of, I need to get this shit done and I need to fix this. Something's wrong, right? We gotta stay in the middle, you know? They're pushing us to one end or the other. Too happy or too sad. Because literally, there was a point in my life where, shit, I was way too happy. It's not that I would change that, but seeing how I feel about life now, It's literally a puzzle that has to be solved, and I don't know how to solve it. And I feel like there's too few of us trying to figure it out. We gotta stop being distracted. I don't know. I really don't know. So, cheers. Drink your tea. Don't poison yourself with anything else. Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess I just needed to talk to you. Well, my friends, you gotta keep your head up. Whoa, you gotta keep your head up. What, how does that song go? You gotta keep your head up. Whoa. You can let your something. Yeah. I don't know how it goes. But anywho, yeah, I guess signing out for today. Just keep reading, keep researching, just keep teaching yourself as much as you can. Knowledge is power. It really is. Knowledge is power. My neck is so sore. Alright, guys. So you're not just sitting here watching me think. I'm gonna go do something, I guess. Do something with life. I want to give a huge thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my Patreon. We're having a ball over there, that's for sure. YouTube is so censored nowadays that's the number one reason why I decided to make a Patreon, is because I wanted a platform where I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. There's so much that I want to talk about on YouTube, but if you talk about certain things, you're going to get flagged. You're going to get flagged. I see it left and right every day with the other people that I follow on YouTube. And if you're not sticking to the agenda, if you're not doing makeup, if you're not doing mukbangs, if you're not talking about silly, stupid drama, and you want to talk about some real stuff that's going on, YouTube censors you. They silence you and they keep you quiet. And nobody gets that because everybody's so distracted by the other YouTuber who gets millions and millions of views, who's giving out all this stuff, who's doing just, making songs and making music and making money, but not helping this world, not helping figure out what the hell's going on, not giving the proper messages to people. They're just showing off themselves. They're showing off what they're doing every day, showing off how extravagant their life is. They're literally putting a blind eye to all of the crap that's happening in this world. That's not an influencer. That's not somebody to watch. But that's the only thing that YouTube pushes. It's ridiculous how small of views the people who are really trying to talk about stuff are getting. It's so sad. Literally, it's like YouTube, if you want to thrive, you have to work through what YouTube wants. And that's not exposing the truth. That's not talking about things that are real. And it's crazy because a part of me is, thinking, why not? why not just talk about the same things, not the same things, but the idea. Because it's almost like if I do start talking about all the crazy stuff that's going on right now, and I do get censored or flagged on YouTube for anything under the sun, then maybe it will just prove that they're trying to push humanity in a certain way. And they will do anything to do that. Lie, deceive, cheat, hurt. You have to make sure that your relationship with this earth and its people aren't toxic. And it's almost impossible when the system itself is toxic. I was supposed to sign off. So, yeah. I need to go do something better with my time. So, I'm going to go do some research, look up some interesting stories and topics to talk about on Patreon. Trust me, I want to talk about them here. But I've just been seeing so many people have their channels deleted for talking about things that are even just conspiracy theories. And I'm like, I can't risk all we've built, because it's not me, this is us. This channel is us. I built this for you guys, not for myself. This channel has been growing for years, and to know that if I start talking about something that I could get my channel deleted, it's scary. So I think that I need to stop having that fear linger over my shoulder and just go for it. Just go for it. So, yeah. And it's not that I ever expected for my channel to have a huge, complete shift. Trust me, I love fashion. I love makeup. I love dressing up. I love putting on a show. I love entertaining. But that entertainment comes with a distraction. And I'm done distracting. I'm done entertaining. There's too many people out here doing that. There's too little people out here trying to help, trying to push humanity in a better way, right? And I've been telling myself over and over again, I don't need to put on makeup or look like I'm going to prom every day just to feel good about myself. This world is so messed up that I cannot cover it up with makeup and good fashion, right? That will distract me from what's really going on. Because it's easy. It's so easy to just pretend like nothing is going on and have fun. Go on vacations. Live life like nobody's watching. But there are so many people out here hurt and suffering that it's getting to the extent that I can't ignore it anymore. I would rather go out and help the next person, help something, help Earth, go pick up some trash than make a makeup tutorial. You know what I mean? And it is sad. It is very sad because, like, that was how I expressed myself, you know? I still do, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. But I guess what we can keep our head up about is we've got each other. Suffering doesn't discriminate. We're all suffering. We are all in pain. And I think that's what can bring us together, is noticing all the suffering and pain that's going on but then trying to figure out the puzzle as opposed to just wallowing, being a weeping willow. We don't need to be that. So, as I said, but yeah, just be kind. Be kind, be mellow, but don't be too kind and don't be too mellow. Yeah. So, from me to you, I will see you in my next video. Just wanted to get these thoughts out there. So, keep your head up. And there will always be a tomorrow. There will always be a tomorrow. So, I will see you tomorrow.